everyone, good afternoon and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub. And today I'm going to do two movie reviews and the other movie review being The First Omen, which I did say last night in one of my last videos. I was meant to get some more out last night but just didn't have time. So I basically am doing them today. I just felt so tired after doing the last one that I just did not have time to do the last few. So I am doing them up today, and this one is going to be on a Netflix movie that just came out in March, and that is Spaceman, starring Adam Sandler, Carey Mulligan, and Paul Dano. And I honestly have to say, with this being a 2024 American science fiction drama, it has a lot of Lovecraftian themes. But when I say Lovecraftian, it is very Lovecraftian, but it's not horror Lovecraftian as such. It's more cosmic Lovecraftian drama. And it's all about grief, loss, anger, lots of holding on to the past, not letting go, selfishness, and basically Adam Sandler plays a Czech astronaut called Jakub, and Paul Dano plays the extraterrestrial cosmic spider, who Adam Sandler's character Jakub names Hanus, and Carey Mulligan plays Adam Sandler's wife, Lenka, and he's basically picking up some of this this Jupiter dust up in space so they can study it and whatnot. But along the way, he meets this extraterrestrial spider played by Paul Dano, or voiced by Paul Dano, and I have to say, Hanus and Paul Dano, who voices Hanus, is absolutely enthralling as the spider, the cosmic spider, helps Jakub through all his problems, but it also plays on the themes of loneliness, grief, selfishness, and the spider Hanus is trying to figure out why humans are the way that they are, but also trying to figure out Hanus and work through his problems. And we get to see flashbacks through the eyes of the spider, all the ensuing events that got him to where he is and why Jakub is the way that he is. And it plays out really well, like the Lovecraftian themes in it, more so not horror, but all the lingering themes about past, present, future. Everything has a beginning, everything has a middle, and everything has an end, and everything is as it should be, and this is the beginning and the end. Everything has a definitive beginning, middle, and end, and this is how everything starts and ends. It's really captivating, although my few little gripes that I have with this film is, as much as I praise Adam Sandler and Carey Mulligan for their roles, I don't think Adam Sandler playing a Czech Jakub was a very good fit. And I know I usually don't go for a lot of Adam Sandler movies because Adam Sandler is one of those ones where he is best suited to comedy. But seeing him in a more serious role like this, when playing a Czech, I don't understand why he just didn't play an American. And his whole accent was a little bit off-putting at times, and I couldn't understand because they just spoke so softly. And Carey Mulligan as Lenka, again, she's meant to be playing a Czech, and I don't know whether she was playing a Czech or she was playing American, because it comes off so I don't know. It was very confusing, the two of them in those roles. I mean, as much as they did a fantastic job, I just don't think they suited those roles. And Lenka seemed a bit, I don't know, wooden, and just not that interesting. And Adam Sandler playing Jakub, I don't know. The most intriguing thing I found was Paul Dano as Hanus the Cosmic Spider. He had an absolutely fabulous job. Isabella Rossellini is also in it, and she plays Commissioner Tuma. And she's his Jakub's commanding officer. She did an outstanding job. Could not fault Isabella Rossellini. Absolutely love seeing her on screen. Lena Olin played Zdena, which is Lenka's mother. I love Lena Olin. She was amazing in this for what you saw of her. But I really feel like them playing checks was, except for Isabella Rossellini, she was playing an American, I assume. I don't, it's all really confusing as to their roles and were they all checks. Some of it just made sense and some of it didn't. And some of the casting choices were a little bit off. Adam Sandler's was off and Carey Mulligan's was off. Whatever you saw of Isabella Rossellini, she was absolutely amazing, and Lena Olin was amazing. Needed more time with her. Needed more time with Isabella Rossellini. Love to see more of her character. I feel like Carey Mulligan and Adam Sandler's characters were not that interesting enough. As great as their performances were, I just don't think they brought a lot to the table. Whereas Paul Dano voicing the cosmic entity Hanus, the extraterrestrial spider, was absolutely amazing, and I would love to have seen them explore more of Hanus and why he's there, more of why he's there, why he chose Jakub, and he latches on to human feelings because he could feel the pull and he wanted to work through those problems with Jakub. And as they go on this big journey, it just becomes more and more clear that it was more of a exploration into all of these different themes about loneliness, grief, selfishness, why Jakub is the way that Jakub is, and he never thought about his wife, Lenka, and basically left her to go up into space for 6 months and go and do all the space things that he does, and he's very, very selfish, set in his ways, and never really cared about her. But then when he starts working through the problems, it becomes more and more clear that this cosmic entity, Hanus, was intrigued by how humans tick and work and why they are the way that they are, and he was trying to understand why Jakub is Jakub. So there are a lot of Lovecraftian themes, but it's Lovecraftian in a very different way, and it's a cosmic space tale about finding that someone in the loneliness of space and working through all of that. But it also plays on, was Hanus real, or was it all in Jakub's head? Because you can see it from two different ways. But I assume that what Jakub is saying is real, and that he really did converse with Hanus, and that this cosmic entity took him on an incredible journey and to try and figure out why he is the way that he is, and that he needs to change because, otherwise he will be alone. So it plays on those themes. It plays on a lot of change as well. And I thought it was I thought Paul Dano was the most interesting thing in that as Hanus, and I would love to see maybe a spin-off or another movie where we explore Hanus more, the cosmic entity spider, where it truly comes from, why, and he also explains that his planet was taken over by some sort of other creature. It all unravels as we go. I'm not going to give too much away, but you really need to see it for yourselves. It was directed by Johan Renck, screenplay by Colby Day, and it's based on Spacemen of Bohemia by Jaroslav Kalfa. And that's really all I can say about it. What do I give Spaceman? I'll give it a solid 8. I mean, because it was fantastic. The Lovecraftian themes and all of that. Paul Dano as the voice of Hanus, the cosmic spider. Absolutely amazing. Isabella Rossellini, absolutely fabulous. Lena Olin, for what you see of Isabella Rossellini and Lena Olin, they did a fantastic job. As much as Adam Sandler and Carey Mulligan did a great job, I feel like at the end of the day, they really didn't suit those roles, and I can't understand why they were playing Czechs in this film when they could have been playing Americans, because it just, they spoke too softly, and at times I was struggling to even hear what they were saying or talking about. But Netflix did a very good job. But I really think Adam Sandler and Carey Mulligan could have been two completely different actor and actress, because as much as they were great, they did not do it for me. But I really loved the whole aspect of Hanus and treading through all that loneliness and, selfishness and all of that, and it worked. Other than that, that's this review down. Hope you all enjoy it, and I will see you with the last video for today, which is going to be a review on The First Omen. Other than that, thanks so much, guys, and I will see you all with the next one. Ciao.